Dear CEOs and industry leaders, you are most graciously welcome to Akulmac Business Bunker. This is a forum where you are able to showcase your products to the masses, to the investor, to the prospects, and to your client. And if you want to promote your company and yourself, you have landed at the right place. Before we continue, do like and subscribe our channel. Hello, friends. This is Friday, and I graciously welcome you all on the India Business Bunker. And as you know, that in the show every Friday, we come together on this platform where we basically discuss about the business aspects, what are the opportunities. We also network with each other. We basically find out what are the USPs of each other, and at the same time we are live on the social media. In fact, you can use the chat function to send in your comments and your messages. Now all this is being done with the intention that we are increasing the social media presence for everyone involved, and we actually enable the business to business networking. At the same time, we also enable business to customer networking. So therefore, this is what the intention of the India Business Bunker is. A lot of people have registered for the event, so my request is, if they are watching us on LinkedIn or on Facebook, they can use the link to join our event directly, or you can also see the message which has been sent to your message box in the social media, where you can use that link to join our event live. The advantage of joining live is that you will be able to talk to a lot of leaders who are present, and use your camera and mic to voice your comments. So let's start our discussion today, and let me invite our guest. Our guest has joined from India, and her name is Kanchan. So welcome, Kanchan. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and it's lovely to be part of your show and look forward for a great discussion today.
Welcome, Kanchan, and please introduce yourself uh, to the viewers. Something about your USP, what you do, etc.
Okay, I'm representing Akulmac, and we are a consultancy company. A part of this, we do online branding. We have a robust platform, and I would like to invite everybody to use this platform. So look forward for people to avail and take advantage of our robust system at Akulmac.
Great, Kanchan. It is always a pleasure to talk to you. And to start our discussion today, I would like to tell the viewers that we had conducted a survey on the multi-channel marketing, and we got a lot of responses. A lot of people were very enthusiastic about their opinion on the multi-channel marketing, how it helps the people, how it helps the companies. So let me display the survey results to start the discussion. And the question was, what you can achieve as business uh, by using the aggressive multi-channel marketing. So in today's session we will not only discuss the survey result, we will also discuss about what it takes to implement a successful multi-channel marketing engine for the company. But let's go back to the survey. And there are three major responses that we got from the field, is that multi-channel marketing will help improving your brand value. So 89% people said that it helps in basically making your brand more robust. How it does that, we will discuss later in the show. The next segment is, it also helps generate leads. So business opportunities can be generated using the multi-channel marketing engine. The lead can be more effective, more qualified, etc., since we have a multi-channel marketing strategy in place. And 1% people said that it actually helped maintain the consistency. Now this is only 1%, but I think it should get more votes, because consistency in your messaging is the key aspect of multi-channel marketing strategy. And friends, you can actually send in your comments if you have any. If you're watching us online from the social media platform, you can send us your comments and we will display your name and address your question. So let's continue our discussion. I'll keep coming back to this chart again and again just to refresh memory. So, your opinion, Kanchan, your opening comments on the multi-channel marketing and how it helps companies. Kanchan, your voice is not audible. I'm not able to hear you. Are you on mute by any chance? Unable to hear you. So I think there is a technical problem with the voice with Kanchan. Can you hear me, Kanchan? Okay, so we lost her. So I'll continue and discuss more about the multi-channel marketing. And friends, you can use the link given in the message to join in live with your comments. So let's see if Kanchan is back with her voice. Kanchan, can you hear me? Okay, so let me start the discussion. And before we actually get on to how multi-channel marketing helps, let us first understand that what is the multi-channel marketing is all about. So I just want to give few inputs uh, to the folks here. And the multi-channel marketing is basically having a unified approach towards sending the messages out in the field to your prospects, to your clients, to your employees, to your investors. And when we say multi-channel, as the name suggests, multi-channel actually means that there are different channels of communication. And for example, there could be physical channels of communication. You have a sales department who are basically going out in the field and talking to the client. Or there could be instances where there could be an online mechanism where you're sending emails or trying to reach the client uh, by by an online mechanism. Or there could be a call center. So there could be things like that. and there could be a campaign that you're running through word of mouth, or you can have another channel which is like a partnership channel. Now you can also have a franchisee network that can be treated as a channel. So not sure, Kanchan, if you can hear me, but if you but I can't hear you, your voice is not coming to me. So something that is that is what the multi-channel marketing is all about. uh, and any comments, viewers, on this and contribution also will be highly appreciated. Kanchan, can you hear? I'm not able to hear you, Kanchan, and I see the network is very poor on your side. Well, maybe that is the reason that your voice is not reaching us. All right. So once we have understood what is the multi-channel marketing, it's basically employing multiple channels in your company uh, to carry the messages. Well, it is easier said than done, and it's quite tough. Very well that there are so many different teams carrying the same message. There is a huge requirement to make sure that there is proper coordination. So I think the next thing that we need to discuss is about why we need a multi-channel marketing channel in the first place itself. Well, multi-channel marketing is the most important activity that people can or a company, if you are a leader, or if you are a CEO, this is something that you must do without fail. And this is something that is important nowadays. you know People used to say that, hey, I can manage without using the online mechanism, because I have a network of dealers, and they are giving me ready business, and I'm happy with that. When people come online, then there are people who say that, I have done my sales on Facebook, and I'm happy with that, therefore I don't want to look at other mediums. So there are a lot of these people have these challenges in terms of providing adapting the multi-channel marketing. So Kanchan, now I can hear you. Let's take your input also on the multi-channel
Okay.
marketing. What is your opening comment? Over to you.
Okay, so I want to tell this concept of multi channel marketing is not new, because if you can recall, when there was no online campaign, so people who were launching services or product, they used to advertise not in one channel. They were advertising in newspaper, they were advertising in television and radio. So likewise here we have a now online platform, and we have to use the online platform every each and every platform. It's like LinkedIn or Twitter, because you never know where your client is, and you have to reach directly to the client. Now when we are talking about online or offline, so I think now there are companies who are looking towards offline along with the online, so this can give you more weightage, and there are chances that you can reach to the client very directly and very soon. So because you are using all the medias, you are using online and offline platform, you are also on television, you are also on Facebook, you are also on Twitter, so that will help in identifying your clients.
I think you made a very important point about where the clients are, because the client can reach you from anywhere. For instance, one of the possibility that I see is that the client can be your next door neighbor, but he has decided to see and respond to your advertisement which he has seen online or on a newspaper. So I think that is a very good example, and that is why we need multi-channel marketing in the first place. Uh, when you were actually trying to solve your technical problem, I was actually discussing this particular issue, and that was about the importance of multi-channel marketing. And I think you have answered that beautifully. When we talk about the multi-channel marketing, it is easier said than done, as I said in the beginning, and therefore uh, it is not easy to implement. So there are obviously challenges. The challenges are basically because you have multiple things in your organization. You have your store, you have your online website, you have your e-commerce, you also have things like social media, you have certain things like your research team. You are probably relying on OEM business, or there could be another set of business which is totally relying on retail segment. So there are complexities like this. So obviously, to set up a multi-channel marketing is not easy, in the sense that you have to tackle many challenges, many things you have to do in order to even start thinking about setting up the multi-channel marketing. Kanchan, I'm not sure whether you can hear me, but if you are able to hear me, you can answer your opinion. In fact, voice your opinion on the challenges that a company might face while implementing multi-channel marketing. I'm not able to hear you, Kanchan. Not audible. All right, so I think Kanchan is having a lot of problem. Sometimes uh, the technology can be a problem. So let's continue. And one of the challenge that I mentioned is that to integrate all of these multiple channels is really really difficult. Because these entities are managed by different teams altogether, headed by different leaders. So if you are a CEO, or you are a leader of a company, a leader of a large conglomerate, or even a large enterprise, these are the challenges that you might face while implementing a multi-channel marketing engine for your company, where you want to ensure that by a flick of a just snapping, you should be able to change the marketing strategy. And the moment you do that, your message goes out uniformly across all medium, because you're also integrated with your retail, your wholesale, your point of sale, your production, your finance, um, your customers, your prospects, your investors, your employees. So everyone should have the same view of what you are implementing now, and that is a big challenge. And that is why we are discussing this as an important point, because after the pandemic, a lot of things have moved online. But then again, even online, the same concept of multi-channel marketing still remains relevant, because there are many social media platforms, and all of these social media platforms bring their own nuances. And as a company, you can't say that, hey, I will do my sales only on Facebook, and I don't want to look at other social media. Similarly, there could be a business house who says that I will like to do my sales only on LinkedIn and not looking at others. So I think, as Kanchan described earlier, that customer can be anywhere, and that is why the multi-channel approach is also relevant in the digital world as well. And when it comes to sending your messages, you should send the same message across all social media platform, and you should have the mechanism to make sure that the message appear appropriately in different social media platforms. And that is where the major job of integration agency or your technical team comes in. And also, when we talk about setting up the multi channel marketing, you have to also keep your research team in account, because when your research team is actually doing a research, that means they're collecting feedback from the field, either directly or indirectly. They may be using some forms, they may be using some activities to collect the information about the buyer's requirement. And that is why, you while making up your multi-channel marketing strategy, you have to also keep your market research team glued on to your entire setup, because the market research team will tell you what are the things which are required now, what strategy will be required 3 months down the line, and what you need to do to make your company remain relevant after 6 months, because all that is part of the research activity which your team is doing. And therefore the messaging has to get evolved from there, and that is why we also have to keep a pulse on the buyer's need. Well, there are companies who says that, "Hey, I produce this, I produce this particular mobile phone, for instance. I produce this mobile phone, but then customers don't want this one, customer want the other one." And therefore the challenge for any organization is that what you have in your pocket, or what you produce, in other words, is not probably liked by the client. So that is why you need to have a proper marketing strategy where you actually create the need in the field, because voluntarily no customer wants to buy your stuff. You are basically building something which may have a requirement, may have a need, may solve some pain point, but may not even solve the pain point. So therefore your clientele needs to be prepared, and that is why when I talk about knowing your buyer requirements is also very critical, which is an important part of integrated multi-channel marketing engine. Because you don't want one department in your organization to talk something else. And say for example today you have been able to change the strategy, and you are now going to focus on, say, consulting services, and you were actually providing offshore services earlier, but now you're shifting gear and you're now going to provide consulting services, for instance, as an example only. But you don't want some of your employees to talk about, somebody asks them, "What do you offer?" So they say that, "Hey, I only offer offshore services, I don't provide any consulting services or automation," for example. So that is a problem when you implement the multi-channel marketing, and that is what you need to solve. And that is why, even before you start thinking about implementing a multi-channel strategy, you need to think about unifying various teams into one cohesive team. And that is very important in today's world, especially now when people are not going to office, they are working from home, they are working from remote location, and the virtual office is a reality today. So we cannot say that the virtual office is not a reality. It is a reality today. Today I have the flexibility to hire people in India, in different states, and also outside India, or anywhere in the world, on a part-time basis or on full-time basis. So there is a lot of flexibility. The challenge is, how do you unify all these people together? How do you unify what their work they are doing? How do you ensure that the messaging from your employees, your partners, or even your contract workers is uniform? And therefore this is a big challenge. And if you implement the multi-channel marketing without taking care of these things, where you have a cohesive environment, you have a unified approach on your product portfolio, on your strategy, then the multi-channel marketing can become a disastrous thing for you. Instead of doing good, it will do a lot of bad things for you. At the same time, there could be instances, there could be businesses who have a lot of people spread across in the field. So while your strategy today in today's environment is online, so I'm sure that your tech team can take care of online channels very well. And moment you change something, the online mediums will pick it up nicely. The problem is when the offline people who are in the field talking to the client, how the message reaches them, because you have no means to call them for an orientation. And if for example if you have 1000 people spread across, working through some partner network, then the challenge is humongous. So I think you should rely more on developing some apps, so that the field officers get the information instantly in their handheld devices or mobile devices, so that they are always abreast with the latest strategy. So if somebody is going to the client, They know exactly what is to talk, what is the pitch today. It should not happen that they talk something else and you have also changed your strategy in the back end, and that is where the problem lies. So I think before we get on to the multi-channel marketing, which by now I think we have clarified that it is the multiple channels but sending the same message, ensuring that the same message is being sent out to the field. Your employees are talking the same language, your investors are talking the same language, your partners are talking the same language, and your everyone, your finance is talking the same language. So therefore, this is what the challenges, solution, and also what you need to take care before you get on to multi-channel marketing. And when I say that, you also need to create a coordination between different teams, as I said in the past, that the coordination is very very important, so that once you change a life cycle or change some strategy, the teams are working as if they are part of one team, even though they are different teams spread across multiple geography. But the coordination can be achieved by employing very good smart tools which are available today, which actually allow collaboration. So you can choose whatever collaboration platform you want to choose, like Microsoft or Google, or there could be some third party which you can use. And you can use these collaborative tools extended to mobile devices, so that anything that happens in your work environment happens through a collaborative tool. There is nothing left on spreadsheets or word document. Everything is happening in a very collaborative manner, and that is one thing that is required. So in order to implement a very aggressive multi-channel marketing strategy for your company, my 2 cents for this subject would be to first get things in a consolidated manner in your organization, all your artifacts, your sales plan, your strategy for next 1 year, broken down into multiple pieces, and everyone is talking the same language. That is the most important activity that you need to do while creating multi-channel marketing. And once you are able to do it using technology, your life will be set, your life will be very easy, and you will not face too many challenges when you roll out the multi-channel marketing. If you have any question on this subject, you can send us a message. You can reach out to us. Our email is also published during the video, and during the end of the video the email will also be published. And we are now getting casted on all social media platform. You can reach out to us anywhere from any source, uh, and we are available everywhere. And if you have any question on multi-channel marketing, we will be very happy to help you and assist you by giving you some advices, and also telling you what are the tips and tricks where you can actually get successful rollout of multi-channel marketing. So friends, I think this is all from Akul Mac this week in Business Bunker. I will catch up with you next week again. We have come to the end of our program, but I will catch up with you next Friday, same time, which is 2:30 India. We basically invite a lot of people to join with us. You can use the link, the next similar to today. Next week also we will submit the link which allow you to join using your mobile, your camera from mobile, or from a PC, and you can interact with us. Your video and your video and voice will come, and it will percolate down to thousands of people who watch our programs. So friends, thank you so much for joining in, and appreciate your participation. And I will catch up with you next week again. Bye bye for today.